So let's go ahead and start. Wait. Oh, I'm not. I was like, why is it not doing anything? It's because I'm not on the thing. Oh, did I not set up? I guess I have to. You can't see it, but I have to use the mouse to press things. Yeah, and you need more than that, Liv. You need a lot more than that. Turnabout Trump. Oh, geez, I forgot. That is, like, super loud. But I think it's only this one part. Showdown time. Okay. You lose. Dog! Why? What? Oh. Eek! What? Hello? Somebody, oh, okay, so somebody got killed with a bottle. Over cards. Of course. Yeah, no, that's terrible, Liv. You gotta figure something out. I would say to talk to HR, but HR is notorious. Oh, God. I got into trouble. Something like that. Dead. Someone hit him. Hard. Me? Please. The cops should be here any minute. I'm in your hands. Should it come to that. What? Yeah, poker game, obvious. Well, I don't know. Cards are cards, RC. They could be playing Old Maid. Oh yeah, Walmart hates unions because they don't want people to actually make a living wage. April 20th, 9:37 a.m., District Court. Defendant lobby number 3. Oh, I have to use the... Panic. Palm sweaty. I can admit it, I'm nervous. Yeah, of course you are, Apollo. The crime... Wow, really? Well, what if it's, like, blackjack? Good morning. Good morning, sir. Christoph? Oh. You look tense, Justice. Wound up tight. Wound up, sir? No, I'm loose. I'm fine. That screeching noise. Is that your voice? I suppose it's to be expected. Wow. Your first trial and it's a homicide. I guess justice doesn't start small, eh? Wow, rude. Also, hi, Melf. How are you doing? It's good to see you too. How are you doing today? Problem is you don't make... Oh. That does suck, Liv. Yeah, because, I mean, they do deduct stuff, but they also have a lot of benefits, so... But a lot of retailers tell people that they're bad because they don't want to lose people to, you know, stuff. I'm fine. Are you fine? Hey, Dysterily, hello. How are you doing? Sorry, I'm tongue-tied right now. I got up at 5 a.m. to do my Chords of Steel voice workout. I'm fine. Chords of... Oh, I hate that. Ah, that explains it. I did detect a certain rasping quality to your screech. Why are you saying it's a screech? You're about to go to the store? Nice. I went the other day. I overdid it again. Who is this? Blonde Edgeworth? As you know, your client today is a good friend of mine. What? I wouldn't want to let him down, if you get my drift. What? Why do you sound so evil all of a sudden? Drift gotten, sir. I'm all over that drift, are you? As it happens, I dined with him the night of the murder. We can't let this case fall through. Yes, I'm fine, sir. One more thing. Don't say you're fine quite so much. People might take you the wrong way. Okay, well, this is already a great start. But you're afraid you're not getting... Oh, okay, I gotcha. Yeah. No, that's understand. That's why, like, I usually go to the store instead of getting deliveries, because I'm like... And I know, like, they usually do a lot of deliveries, so it's not like they should mess up, but there's still that possibility. And honestly, it's kind of good now that I have the bike to go to the store and just get like a small amount of stuff that I need for a bit and then come back instead of like buying too much. Yes, I actually just put that up today. It might be hard to tell what it is. I need to like learn how to make emotes better, but I was like, I need to do more stuff. And I was working on another one, but then I got caught up in things and I was like, oh, well, later. Because I'm like, what? It's so hard because I'm like, emotes are supposed to be a part of your branding, but I'm like, I don't know. I play so many games and things. How the hell am I supposed to find something specifically for me? Oh, hi, Zunder. Gulp. Okay, well, I'll be preparing our case. You might want to introduce yourself to the client. You can tell that you like it? Okay, I'm glad. Yeah, because I was like, why not have me like, because the Nintendo kind of started everything, you know? Well, I mean, technically the Atari started everything, but the Nintendo is when things started really coming together, so. Threw your bags on the porch the other day. Oh, no. Oh, getting groceries delivered as well. Yeah, that's terrible. Oh, I hate that. But yeah, God, and it's like with groceries, you really need to know when they show up because generally you get stuff that's cold as well. So, the milk was spoiled. Oh, God. Were you able to like take pictures or anything or like get a refund on anything? I don't know what their policy is on that, but that seems really bad. My name is Apollo Justice, not me, but him. If it isn't clear already, I'm a new attorney. And today is my first trial, a murder trial. Everybody starts off with a murder, you know? Since you do Mario. Yeah, I was thinking about that too. I'm just trying to think of like exactly what kind of Mario themed one I'd want to do. Not that I'm worried or anything. The defendant has been accused of murder. My boss wants to help him out, of course, and so do I. I mean, there's no way he did it. Not him, no way. I don't know. I can't tell. Is that him? He looks like somebody who would murder someone. Whoa! Good, morning? Morning. It's all up to you today. First trial, nervous, meeting him. Cardiac arrest. Apollo, you are incredibly, like, dramatic. Yeah, it's me. It's me. I think I'm supposed to say something, yeah. Help? So you're, fine, I'm fine. Ah, Mr. Fine, is it? I did remember you having an odd name. Well, we're off to a great start. Yeah, Apollo, because you don't know how to talk. Mario hadn't have it say that. This is true, because words at least usually stick out pretty well. Are you sure you're okay? I mean, with me? Mr. Gavin is a top-notch defense attorney, and he's your friend, so why? You'll see. Huh? You can do it. Be confident. I'm really sorry this happened to you. I mean, It's time. Shall we? Yes, sir. Okay. I don't know what's happening. Okay, I need to focus. First trial. Here comes justice. Okay. I decide what store to go to. We don't really have a lot of choices here. I mean, we have H-E-B, we have Walmart, and that's basically it. Unless we want to go to like Target or Walgreens or some other place that has groceries, but they tend to be a lot more expensive. So it kind of sucks. There's a place called IGA like downtown, but that's very far from me, and they're still like, they're not really that great either. Walmart's cheaper and closer, but it's also, yeah, exactly. Like, the store that I have right next to me is a neighborhood market, which I trust a little bit more than a regular Walmart because at least it's like purely groceries, but it's still a Walmart. The quality is kind of the same across the board, you know. Some are slightly better because the employees actually care, or the neighborhood markets are usually better kept up because they're smaller. But, you know, it's no matter what, it's Walmart. Like, they have a reputation for a reason. I worked there almost 5 years. I can tell you they have a reputation for a reason. Okay, courtroom number 2. Hey, is that our judge? Is that? It is our judge. He looks different. He's too shiny. Maybe I'm just too used to like the HD trilogy where all the sprites are different. He probably looks like this in the original DS games. Hello, Ecstatic. How are you doing? The court is now in session. Or you can drive an hour. Oh God, Trader Joe's is good, but an hour is so long to take groceries. Well, plus that's an hour. Well, that's 2 hours total because you're going there and then you're coming back. So, yeah, the court is now in session. What is with his hair? What is wrong with this man? He looks ridiculous. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. I remember his voice though. I made him all nasally and like he's a jerk. Glad to hear it. Oh, look at him. He looks like a very young, well, I guess he looks like an angrier Phoenix Wright. Yeah, this is the first case. I just started this. The defense is fine. I mean, ready, Your Honor. Is that his catchphrase? Does he just say it's fine all the time? Mind going blank, don't panic. Too late. He looks like he doesn't belong here. He looks like he belongs in like grade school. Come on, bro. Your name was Mr. Justice. Thank you so much for the follow, Ecstatic. And this is your first trial? Yes, Your Honor, but I'm fine, really. Are you quite sure? Your voice sounds a little strained. Mr. Gavin? Yes, Your Honor? I was under the impression that you would be heading up this case. That was my intent, yes? This is the, oh really? The first one I played, I had the HD trilogy. I don't know why I put up 2 fingers. There's 3. But I played the HD trilogy and yeah, it was really good. So I played those first 3 in order, and then apparently it's Apollo Justice, and then Dual Destinies, and then Edgeworth has his own thing. And I think there's also Spirit of Justice, but I don't know where that falls on the timeline. And then there's Professor Layton X Phoenix Wright thing. That's like its own thing. It is his catchphrase. Oh no. Oh no. Yeah. However, a defense attorney must always cede to his client's wishes. And my client specifically requested Mr. Justice. That's a name. Oh, thank you so much for converting that sub, Distillery. I always look at your name and I want to say distillery, but that's wrong. It's like Distillery. And I don't know why it's so hard for my brain to go around that. Oh, well, thank you for that, the sub again. I don't know why. Twitch is weird. On the timeline, it's trilogy, then Apollo. Oh, then Spirit. Okay. Well, it's a good thing that I have, I think, all of those in a folder. Yeah, well, it's okay. They also, I've had a couple of people come in that had to refollow me because at some point, Twitch apparently had them unfollow me, and I'm like, how does that work? And I haven't run like one of those unfollow bots or whatever that's supposed to clear out like bot accounts and stuff, because that's just kind of a pain in the butt. And I don't think I really run into that many bot accounts, but yeah, Twitch is just weird. Yeah, okay, he requested me. Well, of course he wants justice. No, he said Mr. Justice. But to entrust his case to this greenhorn, why? I do not exaggerate when I say that you're the best defense attorney in town, Mr. Gavin. What about Phoenix Wright, the best? Where did I go? Okay, so Gavin's got trial experience, fine. But does he have cords of steel? Apollo, please. Apollo, you're just making it worse. But like, they're earlier than the trilogy for sure. Cause oh, weird. Okay, I gotcha. Then let's begin. The defendant may enter the courtroom. Hey, what's up? This is truly an unfortunate turn of events. I'm sorry we had to meet again under these circumstances. Oh, it is him. You know what? I was like, I think that's her. Why does he look like he's like doing drugs now? Excuse me? Phoenix, why are you doing drugs? You don't do the drugs. Yeah, Phoenix is best Phoenix. Okay. Long night no see, Mr. Wright. Let's put the past behind us, shall we? These days, I'm merely Phoenix Wright. Piano player? What? Excuse me? Mr. Wright? How could this have happened? Does Apollo not know? Okay, you know what? I should stop asking questions. That'll probably get answered. I'm like, how does he not fucking know Phoenix fucking Wright? Then I won't speak of it further then. If the prosecution would be so kind as to explain the charges, Mr. Payne? To think when I saw you enter this room, a fresh attorney, and now I'll see you leaving in chains. Shut up, Payne. Winston Payne, subtle as ever, I see. The crime occurred at the Borscht Bowl Club, a Russian restaurant. That's so racist! I mean, borscht, could they not think of another dish? I mean, granted, when I think of borscht, I immediately think of like Russia, but that's just. That's what the passion makes it later taste. Oh no. Because then no spoiler, yeah. God. The defendant, Phoenix Wright, took the victim, a customer, and he hit him, wham, on the head, smack, killed him cold. A customer at the restaurant, you say? And the defendant, you say he was the pianist for the club, it seems. Phoenix Wright, a pianist? This is the weapon that took the victim's life, a bottle of grape juice. Grape juice is apparently our defendant's drink of choice. The court accepts the deadly bottle as evidence. Deadly bottle added to the court record. I don't know about you guys, but I feel like if you hit somebody hard enough to kill them with a bottle, it wouldn't be a whole bottle anymore, but whatever, details. Something to note, Justice. All evidence is filed in the court record. Make a practice of checking it frequently. Okay, let's do that now. It's my badge. Type, other one of my possessions. How long did I yearn for one of these? Just putting it on makes me feel ready, except you're not. You're so not ready. Smith's autopsy report. Reports received during the preliminary hearing. The time of death was around 2 a.m., April 17th. Death caused by single blow to the forehead. Photographs received. The sub-basement at the Borscht Bowl Club. Touch the check button for details. Check. Okay, well, there's the bottle. Yeah, but his hat, wouldn't your hat be smushed from being hit in the head? Because that would, are you kidding me? That's the stupidest rule. Like, why would you care about spoiling events in the earlier games when direct references are like one of the cool things in Easter eggs? Come on. No, oh, that was made after Apollo. Oh, that's dumb. Okay, well, this guy's dead and there's cards everywhere. Grape juice bottle uses the murder weapon. Bears the defendant, Mr. Wright's prints. Yeah, probably because he was drinking from it. Oh, he's 32. I'm the same age as Christoph Gavin. Boss at Gavin Law Offices, a first-rate defense attorney and my trusted mentor. Does he also die in the first episode? I don't know. He's definitely not nearly as hot as Mia, though. Phoenix Wright, 33. Damn, I remember when he started the series, he was only like 25 or 26, right? Or was he 27? I know he's in his 20s. Okay, so this is later. Character, yeah. Pianist at the Borscht Bull Club, formerly an ace defense attorney of some renown. Or is he 24? Jesus, 9 years later. Shady Smith, that's a great name. The victim in this case, a traveler only recently back in country. Winston Payne, 61, male, something wrong with his head. Okay, so this is a pretty big time skip then. The prosecuting attorney, for all his experience, he lacks a certain presence. Yeah, he sucks. Okay, back. Oh, you can actually, okay, you can actually go to like the big thing. Okay, I did it. The court record, right, I've heard of that. Use the court record button to look at the evidence so far. I'm confident in your ability to handle this. Right, the court record button. Sounds like it's time for some hands-on action. I already did that. So the victim was a customer at this restaurant, but just who was this, Shady Smith fellow? We believe he was a traveler, Your Honor. A traveler? According to his passport, he had been out of the country for a number of years. He had only returned to this country recently, though his place of residence is unclear. And he had some sort of connection with the defendant? That too is unclear at present, Your Honor. We believe they first met at the Borscht Bull Club on the night of the crime. If they had only just met, then why murder? Perhaps the victim slighted the defendant's piano playing? Wow, yeah, whenever somebody talks shit about something I do, I immediately murder them. That doesn't appear to have been the case. No, the motive had nothing to do with the defendant's lack of playing skill. At least not piano playing. I'll let this photo explain what I mean. As we can see, a game of poker was in progress at the scene of the crime. Wait a second, isn't poker gambling? Isn't gambling illegal? Yeah, that's a crime in and of itself. And Phoenix Wright's just like, whatever. Indeed, it appears that our defendant has fallen to become the basest sort of criminal. It is true that the defendant was engaged in a game of poker with the victim. Yet it was only that, a game in the purest sense, a competition, Your Honor. A competition? Yes, a test of wits, a silent clash of passions. Only the cards, their backs wreathed in blue flame, know its final outcome. Do you watch too much like Yu-Gi-Oh, Christoph? Is that a Yu-Gi-Oh reference? Come again? Oh, they had blue backs. Okay, I was like, what? Excuse me? The cards on the table had blue backs, Your Honor. I believe the defense was waxing poetic in an attempt to mystify those present and impress women. Well, it's definitely something that you're really bad at, Payne. That will be our first order of business here then, impressing the women. To find out more about this fatal game of cards. Phoenix, you really look like you murdered that guy, I'm just saying. Very well, defendant. You will testify to the court about the poker competition held the night of the crime. My pleasure. This is it, my first trial. Here goes nothing. Witness testimony, the competition. I am a pianist by trade, yet I can hardly play at all. Then why would you do? My real job's to take on interested customers over at the poker table. The room where we play and the competition in there are the club's main attractions. The rules are simple. We play a game of poker using 2 decks of cards. That's all it is, a game. And our customers are happy. Wow, that's pretty, that left nothing. Look, I'm gonna, yeah. Pressing the women through courtroom evidence is that is a flex, seriously. A pianist who can't play piano. Better than a defense attorney who can't defend. Very well, the defense may begin the cross-examination. Right, Your Honor. My first cross-examination. Don't blow it. Are you all right? You're sweating bullets. Bullets? Where? Oh, God, Apollo. It's a figure of speech, Justice. Your voice sounds strained and raspy, too. My brain feels strained and raspy, sir. You've watched me perform cross-examinations many times. Though you've never done one yourself, have you? Care for a refresher? What to do? Should I ask him? Oh, no thanks. I know all about it. No need for help here, sir. I think I've got this one covered. I think you'd better do more than think. You know it, or you do not. I'm fine. The cords of steel are ready for battle. Stop talking about that. I press my Mensa. Good court. I will do my best. My weapons, press and present. Find any inconsistencies, any lies in the testimony, and reveal them to the court. That is cross-examination. Learn it, know it, do it. Okay. Inconsistencies, lies. Phoenix Wright. As if Phoenix Wright would never lie, and it's up to me to prove it. I mean, he has, but most of the time it was to make Maya stop doing dumb stuff. The defense may begin the cross-examination. Burn the competition. Press. Hold it! You can hardly play. Oh, I play sometimes, when customers demand it. So I play them one song. That's usually all they want. Oh, wow. Was that supposed to be a boast just now? The title of pianist is a mask, a respectable face I wear for the world at large. Yeah, the funny thing is at first I was trying to play this on RetroArch, but the sound sounded awful. So I'm actually just playing it on Desmu, which is the engine that RetroArch was using. But for some reason, like I couldn't, like the audio just kept sounding like super ass, like very choppy and just like blown out. But now it sounds really good, so I'm like, hell yeah. Yeah, they have some really good music in these games. Then why are you really at the Borscht Bowl Club? I mean, cross-examination. I mean, Pikachu, I choose you. Pikachu. Use Thunder Shot. Yeah, why are you at the Borscht Bowl Club? Real job is to take on interested customers at the poker table. Darn it. I don't think my controller's actually connected like I thought it was. They pay you to just play poker? That would seem to be the case. I am a professional after all. Bah, do I detect pride in that statement? It's just hard for an honest, hardworking member of society like me to imagine. Payne, how do you make money when you don't even win like any cases? Present the sport magazine, exactly. Yes, your imagination was always a bit limited, Winston. What? I've played poker for 7 years in that little room. 7 years? And I've never lost once. What? You see why the customers come now? Defeat the undefeated poker champion. It's quite a draw. That is, I'm quite a draw. Wow, Phoenix, what are you? Wait, you never lost once? Not even one time? As I said, I'm a professional. He's played poker for 7 years and not lost once. He's like, and then he's like, I've actually only played like 7 games those entire 7 years. Is that even possible? I don't know, Apollo, anything's possible. Press! The room in the crime scene photo is an attraction. It has quite a history, actually. The Borscht Bowl Club used to be a gathering spot for the black market types back in the day. Black market? Why are you sweating, Apollo? It's not like they're gonna just kill you for talking about it. All in the past. Things like the black market are only on the silver screens nowadays. Who says silver screens? What is this, 1940? I am confused. Suffice to say that there were a lot of deals being made under the table. Right there in that room. A smoky room, gambling hoods. You know, Just looking at this picture makes me feel bad. Wow, Judge. The bosses gather around the table, cutting deals, safe from the eyes of the law. Meanwhile, a goon keeps watch through a small window. I can practically picture it now. That window does look like it would be good for keeping a lookout, but little else. The room had a few other tricks to it, though it was common knowledge to our regulars. At any rate, they come to play poker in a room steeped in history. Despite the dark past, it was all just good, clean fun. Where's the second deck of cards? 2 decks of cards? A simple measure to prevent cheating. If you alternate 2 decks, no one can slip in cards. There's something else I noticed. In addition to the cards on the table, there are some lying scattered on the floor. Precisely, cards on the table, cards on the floor, each one forming a complete deck. A crime scene painted blue by a sad sweep of cards. It's poetic, really. Incidentally, we used 2 types of cards at the club. One deck of cards was red, the other blue. Okay, as I recall in poker, you make 5-card hands. 2027, so 2026, and he's saying the silver screen. Phoenix Wright is an old man. I can see how it would be easy to cheat. Heh. Yes, a game of hands. What does that mean? Oh, this competition you're talking about. I believe the court understands the nature of the game sufficiently. That's right. It was a simple game after all. Are you sure? Huh? People are not murdered over simple games, Mr. Justice. Defendant, you were in the room the very moment that the crime occurred. Yet you claim no connection to the crime? Now that's strange. What's strange? I was testifying about the competition that night. Asking me about the crime at this point is against the rules, Your Honor. Phoenix, no! Of course, I expected to hear a cry of objection from the defense. I completely let that one slip by. Don't despair yet, Justice. Sir? Right, there's something I'd like made clear. Namely, your connection to the case at hand, and I'd like to hear it from you. Sure, why not? Very well. The defendant will amend his testimony. Just one little press, and I've got myself a whole new testimony. Yeah, oh, you mean you pressed a lot. I plead silence regarding the murder, but I will say I never touched the murder weapon. But your fingerprints are on it. Silence? The defendant has the right to refuse to testify. I haven't forgotten everything about the law. But why? That clearly puts you at a disadvantage. And it's your job to turn that around in our favor, yes? Wow, Phoenix, you dick. Great, like I didn't have enough to do already. Justice, didn't you detect anything odd about that last testimony? Huh? Wait, something he said did ring a little strangely. Just one thing, now what was it? I don't know, the thing when he said he didn't touch the murder weapon, but his fingerprints are on it? Yeah, presenting evidence. Evidence that contradicts the testimony. A contradiction in Mr. Wright's testimony, but why? I better check the court record. I can't imagine Mr. Wright lying in a testimony. Well, nobody thinks that. It's a little early to be jumping to conclusions. This is your first cross-examination. Take it slow. If you need more information, don't forget to press. But right, I got it, I'm fine. Time to listen to the testimony again. Hold it! Objection! So you say you didn't touch the murder weapon? This grape juice bottle? Right? Sorry, I'm like giving him too many voices. So I said, Apollo, say your piece. Something the matter, Mr. Justice? Oh, no, that hair flip. Too bad our new defense attorney never learned how to play dumb. What's this, Mr. Payne? I examined the bottle in question, you see. And it was covered with the defendant's fingerprints. Objection! No need to shout, Mr. Justice. I can hear you just fine. Excess yelling can damage the judge's ears and our case. But what about my cords of steel? Yeah, anyway, I can't, remember guys, I can't hit my desk anymore because if I do that, it might undock my switch. And also it'll shake the camera real bad. What's so strange about fingerprints on a bottle in a restaurant? Well, that's true. The prints alone don't prove it. Objection! Oh, they wouldn't prove a thing if they were normal fingerprints. What does that fucking mean, Payne? Huh? But the fingerprints on the murder weapon were upside down! Upside down? What does that mean? Come on, Judge. Just, you know. It means he was holding the bottle inverted, and there can only be one reason for that. Yes, to brain someone with the bottle. It's that fingerprints, yeah, this is true. Ah! Oh, that face. He was drunk, yeah, it's fine. Mr. Gavin, I think things just took a huge turn for the worse. Oh, I see no problem, Justice. Huh? The only thing that matters is the truth. There's a good reason for everything. You'll see. Defendant, can you explain your fingerprints on this bottle to the court? That ain't me. I stand by my plea of silence regarding the murder. For now. Not very cooperative, are you? This could hurt your case. I'm sure he's uncooperative because he's hiding something. There must be some reason. Objection! Your Honor, you seem to have forgotten something. And what might that be, Mr. Gavin? On the night of the crime, who was it who reported the murder to the police? Reported? Well, that was the defendant, Mr. Wright, but still, that, really? Yes, well, according to the case file, the murder was reported from near the scene by a call from the defendant's cell phone. Near the scene? Well, let's take a look at a diagram of the murder scene, shall we? The victim was murdered in a small room in a basement 2 floors down below the ground level. Of course, cell phones can't get reception so far down. The defendant used the stairs in this hallway to go above the ground. The call came from the 1st floor of the restaurant. I see, and this is the phone that made the call. Is he literally using his same stupid fucking phone from like 8 years ago? 9 years? Right, did you know that they make phones with touch screens now, sir? Right, how old are you, like 80? The defendant could have just fled the scene of the crime if he so chose. Yet he fulfilled his duty as a citizen and reported it to the authorities. And you claim he is being uncooperative? Yark! Nice save, Mr. Gavin. I better not waste this. Only regular cell phones still, yeah. I think the prosecution has toyed with our client enough for the time being. Toyed? I assure you no one is more serious about... What was it you said? The defendant was in the room the very moment that the crime occurred. How can you possibly know this? That's a good question. How indeed? The answer is simple, Your Honor. The prosecution has a decisive witness. You're as good as they say you are. That's actually true, though. So someone else was in the room the night of the crime. That must mean they witnessed the crime. Everything up till now has been a warm-up, Justice. Are you ready? Very well, the prosecution may call its first witness to the stand. Who are you? Oh, she's adorable, but terrified. The witness will state her name and profession. Hold on just a moment. Where's the witness? Judge, use your eyes. I know you're like 100. I surmise that she has been frightened by the defense's demonic-looking horns. So I use a little hair gel. Relax, people. Have no fear. If any horns point in your direction, this court will cut them off. Wow, is she seriously scared of my hair? You are sure? I swear it on my gavel. Please come out. Yeah, he's just so old. Isn't violence against hair a crime, Your Honor? Well, if you're sure it is okay. Well, hello. Why are you wearing such heavy clothes? Is it because what? And now she's taking pictures? Would the prosecution care to explain the witness's paraphernalia? Oh God, what are you? Yes. She is a professional, Your Honor. Those are merely the tools of her trade. And that would be... My name is Olga Orley. Olga Orley. Oh, I'm trying to see if that makes a pun, but I don't think it does. Olga Orley. Olga... I don't know. I mean, Olga, I guess, is... her cringe compilation? No! I'm employed as a waitress in the Borscht Bowl Club restaurant. Then why the camera? Of course, it is my pride to serve borscht. That is naming restaurant. What? Oh, but I also perform, how is it said? Other service. Yeah, is it, what is it? Does the waitressing come with like a happy ending or something? What's happening? I take it one of these other services is taking the customer's pictures? Like for example, this one. Oh, hey. That's the defendant? Indeed, on the night of the murder. I hope she means photography because I don't know how old she is and that's stepping into some weird stuff. Man in white hat is one who has gone kaput. Nice. Yeah, indeed. That is the victim. Okay. Order! Order! This is quite a piece of evidence to casually drop into our laps. It is same way as I drop cold bowls of borscht on laps of customers. Casually. Casually? That sounds like a bad waitress. Okay. Then the court will casually accept this new evidence. Olga's photo added to the court record. Now, witness, where were you at the time of the murder? I was in room. The hideout, we call it. Wow. Excuse me, the hideout? It is room where the famous gangster bad guy was arrested. Ah, what? No, come on. Is room where murder took place. What? Your look of utter surprise. It is lovely. Oh, are you also sadistic? I don't understand what's going on. I will post my courtroom door later for you. Photos will be numbered and you will write which ones you want copy of. Yeah. So there were 3 people in the room at the time of the crime. The victim, Shady Smith, Mr. Wright, and Olga Orley, our witness. And if Mr. Wright isn't the killer, then that means... Very well, witness. You will testify to the court about the night's events. That fateful night. That night, customer asked me to deal cards for game. It was cold. Both players played with hats on, da. The victim, he plays whole time with his hand on locket at his neck. Then last hand is done, but something terrible has happened, da. That man flew at victim and is strangling him to death. That doesn't sound like anything, but I'm gonna accept it because I'm the judge and I don't actually listen. Incidentally, who won the game? So, yeah. Oh, it's snowing? I need evidence of this. It's apparently snowing in a lot of places in the US, but not here. It was like 90 degrees here today. Isn't it obvious? The winner was the victim, Mr. Smith. That's ridiculous. Because Mr. Wright can't lose. Justice, maybe you can come up with a more legitimate objection. Oh God, I'm not very good with accents though. But he hadn't lost in 7 years. Take it from me, kid, it happens. I didn't lose a case my first 7 years as a prosecutor either. Incidentally, I have some evidence here. Yeah, do you? Oh no! These are the poker chips as they lay the very moment of the crime. The hand and chips on this side belong to the defendant, Mr. Wright. Those on the far side belong to the victim, Mr. Smith. Chips, you say? Oh, I could go for some fish and chips. I was waiting for him to say, like, something stupid like that. Duh, I mean, yes. Imagine that poker is war. Your hand is your army, and your chips are the spoils. I know that. After all, in my youth, I was known as the poker head of courtroom number 3. In your youth? How long have you been? Do you live here? I think he means poker face. Looking at this picture, it does seem that most of the chips are on the victim's side of the table. Chip photo added to the court record. Sorry, I gotta check out this snow. Yeah, that is a lot of snow too. Holy hell. I know. Boom, boom. Cross-examination. That night, customer asked me to deal cards for game. Cards for a game, yeah, okay. Cool. It was cold. Both players played with hats on. Victim, he plays whole time with his hand locked on his neck. Then last hand is done, but something terrible has happened. Oh, it's not too late. I think it's about... Actually, is it? No, it's... Well, is it 11 or 12 for you, RC? It's 11, okay. Yeah. We're gonna present that. Objection! Oh, really? Strangled, you say? That's odd. Normal customer only choke on borscht. Why? What is... Do they serve anything else here other than borscht? No, I mean, this report shows that the victim died of a blow to the head. Knock! Miss Orley, really now, did you witness the crime? Okay. One day you shall try borscht. I'm surprised you haven't, but I mean, I guess just because you live in the UK doesn't mean that you eat a lot of Russian food. Looking at the picture, it doesn't seem like he was hit. He's still wearing his hat and everything. Yet it is fact that he was hit, Your Honor. Here's a photo we took of the victim with his hat off during our investigation. But his hat... Well, that's quite shocking, isn't it? This head certainly was hit. Yeah, I know a lot of people like in the Netherlands as well, and you guys are all around the same time zones. Crime photo 2 added to the court record. But I have seen it happen. The defendant, he lunged at victim, his neck. Oh, really, Miss O'Reilly? Oh, he had to say it. He had to say it. I think I've caught you in your own lie this time. Justice. I admire your enthusiasm, but perhaps you should think this through once more. What do you mean? I found a contradiction. There's one thing in her testimony that troubles me. Very well, it seems we should continue the cross-examination. There's such a thing as thinking too much. This horse is dead, let's stop beating it. Wow. There's such a thing as thinking aloud too much, too. Wow, did I say that out loud? Okay, yes, yeah. You didn't say anything about hitting before. Sorry, I must be forgetting this, Da. Witness, you will take greater care with your testimony. Oh, Da, I'm sorry, Your Honor. And that clears up the discrepancy with the autopsy report, I believe. The defendant made to strangle his victim, then changed his mind, and chose a simpler, blunter means to do the job. Yes, that sums it up nicely. Yeah, but they still should have shown that there was like strangulation happening on the report. So he strangled him, then he hit him. Something's fishy about all this. Go ahead, I believe you know what it is you need to do. But you said overthinking too much. Right, sir, leave it to me. There were only 3 people in the room at the time of the murder. The victim, Shady Smith, Mr. Wright, and if Mr. Wright isn't the killer, I've got you now, Orly. Well, yeah, let's... Hat removed during investigation. Touch the check button. He doesn't look particularly strangled. He's the Avatar! Well... Let's look at the Chips photo. So, empty bottle, blue cards. The locket's gone. Wait, did he have a locket? Son of a bitch, I thought they were talking about Phoenix's locket. Oh, God, that's so hard to see. But I guess, you know what? I guess if I went to profiles, it probably... No, it doesn't even show it on there. What the hell? Yeah, wait. Is Phoenix wearing that? No, oh, wait. Oh. God, well, yeah, okay, now I see. Yeah, because Phoenix is the one wearing, yeah. Is she? I don't know. I can't see her neck is the problem. But Phoenix is definitely wearing one. Do I? Okay. Okay, I'm just gonna press like a couple more things and see if I get more information. 30 April, how could it be so cold? We say as it's snowing some other places. Come on, Apollo. At Borscht Bowl Club, we have pride on authentic rustic Russian restaurant theme. Outside it is city in spring, but inside it is always as cold as Mother Russia. Oh, is Russia super cold? Okay. Yeah, it's weird. Well, because when she said he, I wasn't sure if she's talking about him or Phoenix, but no way am I going there. When it comes to hot borscht, cold is best seasoning, da. Is that right? Okay, so now I can present that. Objection! You know, there was one curious part in her testimony, just like Mr. Gavin said. But what does it mean? Mr. Justice, would you care to explain what it is you're thinking so intensely about? Recall the testimony, Your Honor. The victim played with his hand on locket at his neck, I believe she said. I hope you aren't about to raise an objection to the witness's grammar. No, but look at this photograph. Every time I do, it makes me laugh. Do you see a locket on the victim's neck? Well done, Justice. I'm impressed. Why didn't you say something about it? Whatever. I knew you'd be able to handle this. But what does it mean? If we are to believe this witness's testimony as is, then the locket disappeared following the victim's death. Lockets don't just disappear, Your Honor. It's quite simple when you think about it. If the locket is gone, someone must have taken it off, no? Taken it off? Wait, you don't mean... The defendant wasn't strangling the victim at all. He was taking off his locket. Wouldn't that explain it? Ah! Defendant, what do you have to say to this? Thank you for the H2O. Yes. I just noticed this, but, you have something hanging around your neck, don't you? Oh, you mean this? A Phoenix, you fucking dumb piece of shit. Yeah, it's a locket with a photograph inside. A photo of my daughter. What? Come again? Mr. Wright, you have a daughter? We confirmed it at the time of the arrest. The picture in the locket is indeed Mr. Wright's daughter. What? So Mr. Wright has a locket too. Why don't I buy that this is just a coincidence? Surprise! You have a daughter! Well now, if the results of this poker game led to the murder, perhaps we should hear a bit more about the outcome of the game. Further testimony won't really be necessary. It's clear that the defendant lost badly. Yeah, well, but I saw a twinkly. There's lockets everywhere. Miss Orley, you will testify to the court about the game played between the victim and the defendant. Witness testimony, serious competition. Yeah, that's what I thought too. I don't really know. But I'm gonna end this first recording. I'm gonna start another one in a minute.